This is O-Artistry, and welcome back to...
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links!
I want to say that was Blay, but welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So, Shay is here in the game, so it's very excited. I'm looking forward to this event. So I'm gonna do the previous style of editing that I did before. So you will get more episodes that way throughout this experience, instead of doing one long mega episode. I quite enjoyed the mega episode format, but unfortunately didn't do as well as I was kind of hoping. But at the end of the day, it's a learning experience. You gotta learn to adapt. So, you know, we're gonna do it. So it looks like we've got some new stuff. So before we go into the new stuff, let's look at the upcoming updates. So we've got a lot of interesting things. So obviously Shay is here till March 10th, if I look at the advance notice. But we've got the Turbo Grand Prix, which is a PvP event, which I will be missing. Shit, PvP, I'm out. So I don't, yeah. Get out of here. Tour Guides Mission Bingo. Obviously, so a certain character appear. If you get any closer, you'll be burned by Inferno. I'm not really sure who this character is. The only thing I can remotely figure out is, like, the Fire Ignis from Reigns. It's the only thing I can think of. But Inferno is a monster. You know, it is a pyro monster that inflicts burn damage. So maybe something like that? I don't know. But Inferno could be Infernoids? Is that how you say the archetype correctly? I'm not 100% sure. Tag Tool Tournament is coming. So that's always interesting. It's always fun with the tag tournament. And then obtain a new legendary duelist. So obtain a certain character. Work with your friends to get gems and cards. There is no hope. There is only despair. Now, it could remotely be anyone who is a villain. There are some theories it could be Zone 1 or Zone 1. But, like, you know, that could be, like, Truman. It could be anyone. It could be Atticus. Who knows? Like, as Night Shroud. Could be anybody. But that'll be interesting. And then, obviously, that's all of those for the updates. So... Ultra Rare Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic launch, so it's going to be a 1, probably a 1 of. So you get a Rank Up Magic bundle, where you can get some card sleeves, a pack, and the card itself. Upcoming main box, so Raiders Requiem, so let's have a look at Raiders Requiem. Ooh, we get some Crusadia stuff in here, so that'll be interesting. Ring of Destruction, but it has a Duel Links effect. So, Dimensional Fissure, that's going to be an interesting spell. Banishing cards for banishing, that's going to be interesting. So, why has this got a Duel Links effect? During your opponent's turn, target a monster your opponent controls whose attack is less than or equal to their life points. Destroy the monster. If you do, take damage equal to half its original attack, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. Oh, so they take half the damage, which is really stupid. But there we go, that's their choice. Tribute Lanius. So this has got a Duel Links effect, but it allows you to, for some odd reason, why this doesn't even have a burn effect. So why has it got a Duel Links effect change? During your main phase, if this card is no more special summon, you can send a Raidraptor from your deck to the graveyard. At the end of the battle phase, if this card was destroyed by opponent's battle this turn, you can add a random magic quick play spell from your deck to your hand. Cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for Raidraptors. You can only use each effect. I'd love to know what that's been changed and how that's been changed, because there's that normally a Duel Links ability is normally added for burn damage, so maybe it's to match or something, I don't know. Dark Rebellion, Exceed Dragon, that's a pretty cool one. Crusadia Draco, why is this an ultra rare? No idea, but Equal Max is understandably an ultra rare. Dual Avatar Return, Perfect Sync Own, Dimensional Fissure is the last ultra rare, so anything is then banished. Evil Saws, so we're getting some more Dino support, which is pretty cool. Raidraptor 4 Strikes is a super rare. Timebreaker Magician. Enlightened Paladin. It looks like it's doing equal to half of the monster's original attack, so it's got half burn damage. I don't get some of these, because Flame Wingman still has its original ability, that when you destroy a monster, it inflicts full. So I don't know why some of these only inflict half. I do want to say that's cap on Duel Links' part, because just give us all the full effects. You may as well. I get that you want to make it so the games maybe last a little longer, but at the same time, you've got cards that are already in the game that do everything. So what's the point? You know what I mean? Crusaders, yeah, so it looks like all the Crusaders, for some odd reason, are super rares or ultra rares. So that's going to make Crusaders a hard deck to build, considering, you know, you're going to have to reset this box every time. Restaliger, so it's 2 monsters, except for tokens. So that's not a terrible Cyberse monster that you could link climb with. Dual Avatar Invitation, Mech Lords. So Mech Lords are getting some support. Evil Saw Lagia, so more dinosaurs. So it looks like it's going to be Raidraptors, possibly Mech Lords, Dual Avatar, and Crusadia support by the looks of it. Revolution Force, it's not a terrible one. Blaze Falcon's a pretty good one. Raidraptor's Force. At the moment, I haven't seen the double one. Double is OP. It is absolute dummy busted. But mind you, they haven't added Shay's best one, which is Ultimate Falcon. Understandably, that is a rank 10 that is just dummy busted. It's gonna be effective with the Duel Links ability. Absolutely. It absolutely will. So yeah, here's some Crusaders that are just then raise. Oh, Phantom Knight Staingreaves is a rare. So they've randomly added Staingreaves here, and then yeah, all the dual avatar kind of cards, they're all rares as well. And then it looks like they've re-added some stuff like the Watt cards randomly. Exceeds Extreme. Then you get cards like Dark Designator, Tail Swipe. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, Voltic Bicorn. Lightning Tricorn as well. So that's interesting that they're adding some of the synchros. A lot of the Raidraptor kind of stuff then that is normal. So Sharp Lanius is a normal, which is pretty decent. Necrovulture, that's a normal. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, so there's a lot of these that are just normal types. So that's... Oh, normal rarities, not normal types. And then, yeah, a couple... Then just additional, like, things that are... Like the Evil Saws and Crusaders that are common or whatever. And so that's okay. Is that a full box or a mini box? It's a main box. That's quite rough. I gotta be honest. That is quite rough for a main box. That is ouch. In terms of the rarities. If you want to build Crusaders, good luck. That is serious gems or money you're spending. The event is now open. Event code the Wings of Rebellion Shay Obsidian. Nice. So obviously the last we saw him, he was yeah, you know, we're gonna see Yugioh, so we're carrying pretty much straight on from here. Yuya, you said you wanted to show me something. Yeah, I did, but I wanted you to find it on your own. Walk around this world and take it all in. Shay, it's been a long time, Shay. Much too long. Yugioh! Yugioh. Shay. Ah! How are you here? You and Yuya combined into one. Explain yourself, Yugioh. Ah, you didn't have to hit me hard. I like how he just went... It's amazing. Duel Links is built on people's memories, so I can exist as myself. At least I think that's how it works. I'm no expert. I see. Then that means Lulu. Where's Lulu? Oh. So they're not revealing Lulu yet. Oh, so that's interesting. Interesting. So something has happened, and we don't know what yet. So before I show this, before we go to the event, I know I'm being a big pain in the backside. You can see on GX, I am now missions 30. I have finally finished all of these off, so I'm very excited about that. In terms of characters, we are very, you know, as you can see, a lot of these characters are now level 20, or at least higher than 20 in some cases. But in GX route, I am almost finished getting all my characters to level 20, so I'm very excited about that. Once we've done that, we'll be moving on to 5Ds, and then I'll be working on Zexal, and then I'll be working on like Arc 5 and Vrains. But Vrains is pretty much done. It's just the missions for Vrains. But everybody's at least level 20 there. Arc 5, which is where we're going now. I've got a couple characters who need some work. And then, yes, so it'll be 5Ds that needs the biggest work, to be honest. There's a lot of characters here that I've just only got to level 15. With the minor exceptions of like Paradox and Yusei. They're the only ones. Jack's close, but that's that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give like an update on how I'm doing in terms of like the off-screen. So when that PvP event hits, I will not be doing that. Instead, I'll be doing what I've been doing. You know, which is pretty much just getting all my characters, or as many characters to level 20 as possible, trying to get them all up, and trying to do all these missions. Because at the moment, I'm only on missions 13 in Arc 5. That is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. So I will be flying through those once we get to the PvP and stuff. Like, and as well as, like, you know, everything else. But obviously, we've got our boy, Shay. I'm going to use yugioh to start this introductory duel. Because it's the first one. I like seeing every character have some sort of interaction with the character that gets unlocked. Shay! Yugioh. Do anything special yet? I saw Yuto, but I don't think he liked how I greeted him. Huh? Yeah. Yugioh, I want to thank you. Huh? You reunited me with Yuto. I didn't do a thing. I don't know how or why Yuto and I are able to split apart. Yuto said it's something to do with memories. Yeah, but that can't be the whole story. That we need to learn more about this world. You know, Shay, how about a duel for old time's sake? A duel? I don't mind, but why? Dueling is everything in this world, so it never hurts to practice. I'm dueling to bring a smile on everyone's faces, including yours, Shay. Heh, you never change, Yugioh. But if I'm smiling in the end, won't that mean you'll be crying? We'll see. Okay, so do we get anything brand spanking new? So we get Revolution Falcon. Obviously we've got Blade Burner Falcon. We also get Pain Lanius and Vanishing Lanius as the unlockable cards. There is like things like Breaker and Dark Ball and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So there's two new cards that basically we can unlock, which is Pain Lanius and Revolution Falcon. I'm assuming Revolution Falcon is the animated card. We haven't actually seen which one is yet, so it's going to be interesting. I'll do this, do the first few duels. We know how Shay works. We know how his deck works. He has that annoying rank 4 that if his life points are like ridiculously low and ours is really high, he will basically have like a monster of 4,000 attack points.
Like my dad to flip your frown upside down.
My duel is superior to yours.
Duel. My turn.
Okay, so I'll put this in the pendulum scale. Let's get my boy out. And then Karma Cut, and then Handsome Raiga.
Watch this.
But yeah,
I summon a monster.
since he's only level 10, it's gonna be nice and easy to beat. So I don't even really need to set any of these. But I may as well use this search ability. Yeah, we'll search out Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Because I can destroy it during the end phase, right? Yeah. During the end phase, destroy this card, add a Pendulum Monster 1500 or less. So you can add the other one. The issue is that obviously I can't summon it.
I know what to do.
I love Shay's voice actor for this. It's so cool. Like, some characters I feel they just don't quite hit, and you're like, ah, it's such a huge shame. But yeah, we may as well thin out my deck a little, get some cards to search, so it's not terrible. Also shuffles my deck. Yes, I'm gonna destroy this, and then we can search for another one. So there we go.
No matter what you play, I draw. Watch this.
So yeah, he's only got 800. But I can summon Time Gazer Magician. I think, yeah, that'll be game, because what I can do is just banish. So that's 3,000 points of damage. Banish MST! There we go. Well, discard MST. But there we go. There we are, victory! Nice and easy victories. But he is only level 10. So, like, it's going to be nice and easy to beat. It's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be an issue. So, obviously we got to get a certain amount of points, and then we'll continue into the next episodes, because you need, like, 60 and all that kind of jazz. So, I'm going to use Yugioh. Let's use him for the next fight. So this is where you've been hanging out, Shay. Yugioh, any news on Lulu? Don't lose your cool, Shay. We must just have to keep waiting. I know. I just wish there was some sort of lead. How about taking your mind off for a while? By doing what? A duel, of course. Don't say no. It's been too long since we've dueled. Yeah, it's been really long. Because you were trapped like Lulu too. Sorry, Yugioh. I was so focused on Lulu that I forgot that you cared about her too. It's fine. I'm scared too. I just hide it better than you. I think about Lulu just the same as you. Okay, then let's duel, Yugioh. Right, Shay. But Yugioh, I don't think you think about Lulu the same way I do, if you get my drift. What do you mean? I may be new to this world, but I wasn't born yesterday. Here I go, Yugioh. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Yes, because they were kind of a couple. They were kinda. They had little moments, and then things went to pot. Stupid fusion dimension with the ancient gears attacking the dimension. It would have been amazing to have seen what would have happened if that never happened. Would have been so cool. So I believe he's level 40 in this.
Let's duel, Shay.
You KO'd me before, but this time I'm knocking you out. Duel.
Yeah, let's do it.
No matter what you play.
So at the moment he's just setting cards, so it's not like a terrible strategy. Phantom Knights of Shadow Veil, that's going to be a good card to use. I'm going to use Cloven Helm here. Oh, so it's... I had a feeling it was going to be a high defense. I had a sneaky feeling. It's just I wanted to use Cloven Helm. I'm not going to use that yet. So we swap my battle position. This is an issue. It's not enough to defeat him. That's a huge shame. That kind of punched a hole in my strategy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... I'm gonna activate Shadow Veil. So here's my plan. So I'm gonna let Shadow Veil go off, and then I'm gonna activate Shadow Veil. Don't chain it. So it summons it, and it'll protect us. The reason I'm doing this is so that we can see what we draw, which Karma Cut is good. I'm gonna summon this because it has higher defense, and we're gonna take out the one that inflicts. There we go. So 100 damage. So it's brought back to his hand. Raidraptor's Return is a new card. He didn't play that in the last tournament. So he's gonna have a slightly different strategy, I think. So he's gonna probably change my monster's battle position again. Nest is good. So he is allowed to search for cards. That's interesting. Yeah, so he's changing my monster's battle position. That allows him to special summon. So he's probably going to go for an Xyz summon? No, he's going for battle. I will use Saku on this. So it's added something else from his deck to his hand. Ooh. I'm gonna play Element Saber Molahu. And I'm gonna attack both his monsters. I could have Xyz summoned, but I feel like that would have been a bad idea. I'm gonna let him kind of search and thin out his deck. I still have Karma Cut. I'm taking this a little bit more slow, a little bit more casual. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know he's going to summon a load of monsters. So there's no point me activating Karma Cut. Wait till his strategy is up and full. And then once it's all on lock, then we'll activate it. So let him just use all his cards. So they're all level 5. So he's going to exceed some of them all for Blaze Falcon. Is this the one with the animation? No, it's not. Wasn't sure which one it's going to be. So this one is, this can attack directly while it has an Xyz material. When this card inflicts damage to your opponent, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, destroys many special summon monsters your opponent controls, and inflict 250 for each. So I'll wait. Now he's going to battle. So now I'll activate Karma Cut. So we'll take that out. Take it out of the equation. Power of the Guardians is perfect. Because what I'm going to do is equip that to my 1900. Let's have my 1800 go in first. We'll see what he's kind of got. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so we won. There we go. So that's why I kept Karma Cut. It's kind of just like wait until we see what he does. You know, wait to see what he does, and then from there, take him out. So it was a nice, easy strategy, which we were able to do. So that's him being taken care of. So at the moment, we've got some serious points, which is pretty awesome. Does this give me anything? So this gives me some extra goodies that I can buy. So what I'm going to do, very real quick, is I'm going to use Gong. We're going to basically duel some people, hopefully win some duels, get enough, kind of like, they look like goggles with the mask, so get enough of those, and then from there we'll basically, you know, see what he says, and then I'll end the episode there, for the next chapter. So we'll see what chapter 2 looks like, what you kind of have to do for it. This is a nice easy duel, because he doesn't really have to do a whole lot. There we go. I'm not entirely sure why he's done it this way, but it's a bit of an odd version for the computer, but there we go. Nice. So, we've got a lot of awesome stuff right now on the board. So, 2500. So, Water Hazard we've got randomly. So there we go. We'll take him out. Take him out. Nice and easy. So, like, I do love Gong's Super Heavy Samurai deck. It is very powerful for Duel Links. You know, they haven't added the train, the level 12. But, like, yeah, I play myself Super Heavy Samurai, so I know, like, how the deck works. I've put in, you know, like, Kaijus in it. I've also put Berserker Soul, because it works incredibly well with Stealth Ninja. It's absolutely insane. Speaking of Stealth Ninja, there we go. Just absolutely just quick victory, knock knock. There we go. Because he gets attacked twice. So, absolutely destroyed out there. And there we go. That should be enough points now. Yes, so we got 73 points and there's an event. Henry, are you from the Leo Institute? Huh? Sure am. You want me to teach you how to duel? In the Exceed dimension, you and I fought against the Fusion dimension as members of the Resistance. Huh? What are you talking about? Those Fusion invaders took my sister Lulu, so I vowed to crush them and get her back. I went to the Standard dimension to capture Declan, and defeated you Leos to draw him out. I'm nothing special, it's just you Leo students are worse. Everyone I dueled didn't have the heart like me. Ugh. You're from the Leo Institute? If you're one of them, I'll battle you. Let's duel, bring it! Shay, no, this won't solve anything. Yugioh, I told you before, this isn't our battlefield. You better believe it's our battlefield. I have to do this to get Lulu back. That's when I saw someone who could have been Lulu's twin, Zuzuboil. Lulu? Huh? Who helped you get away? Lulu? Ah! You got punched. Kaboom! Lulu! Sorry, my friend, that's not Lulu. What are you babbling about? Oh, I remember now. You don't know what really happened back then. We made everyone think I was just another guy working for the Leo Institute. Whether you worked with the Leo Institute or not, I won't let you disrespect my school. We're gonna kick his ass. We're like, yeah, we do. So I'm assuming you'll learn that no one's greater than a Leo. Henry. For duels against Henry, you can use Shay's Obsidian deck. You can also use the deck to proceed with the event. So it looks like... Is this giving us spoilers for the next upcoming chapters? Because it is showing that our boy with the Fright Furs, as well as then Yuya, you won't break me. So, diverse society. So let's duel him. We'll see what this is all about, and then we'll end the video here. So we're gonna kick some Henry ass. I mean, let's be fair, it's Henry. Like, it's Henry. Watch me lose. I can imagine. It's like, this guy's gonna be easy. Gets Exodia in his own in hand.
Bring it on. Duel me.
Duel me.
Whatever duel school you attend, it's not better than mine. Duel.
He's like, I was in a war. There was no school.
I don't sense any fire in your duel.
So let's just have a few, like...
Get set to strike. Fire one.
Here we go.
Only the unbreakable can survive the worst. Feel my fury! For yugioh! Fire four!
Good grief. That's very, like, intense.
You're trying to mess with my mind to get the advantage. Pathetic. Unbelievably pathetic.
That's gonna be a fun one for PvPs.
Are you from the Leo Institute?
I love how it's just like the get up.
If you want revenge, take me down. For my friends whose souls you took. Fire 2!
Where's Fire 3?
What are you saying? Wherever I go turns into a battlefield. Why aren't you smirking anymore?
Duh.
Just quit. This duel is over.
That's amazing! I love that one. That's gonna be amazing. I've seen all of these, so let's see if there's any others.
If you want to mix things up, pick up an action card.
Ah, here we go.
Lulu. Cowards who feed on the weak will pay. Fire 3!
Okay, here we go. Right, let's actually do some dueling. During your main phase, if it's a normal star sun, you can send a Raidraptor from your deck to the graveyard. Okay, so let's...
Raidraptor tribute Lanius.
So let's do this. Who can be sent to the GY? And why would you want to be sent to the GY? If you control and use special summons card, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Fuzzy Lanius. So it's you who needs to be sent to the graveyard, and I will activate its effect.
Activates when it's sent to the graveyard.
And then I do have Raidraptor's Nest.
Raidraptor nest. Raidraptor fuzzy
special summon this.
activates from my hand.
So let's summon Fuzzy Lanius, and then its nest that allows me to summon or add one. So is this once per turn during your main phase if it's normal special summoned? During your main phase if this card's normal special summon, increase all the levels. If you control a face-up exceeds monsters, special summon this card. This is only a once per turn effect, so there's no point activating that. We'll add this. Alright, let's see what we can exceed summon right now. So it can either be Burner Falcon or Force Strikes. So it gains 500 attack and defense for each wing beast monster you control other than this card. Once per turn you can detach material to add, you know, so we may as well search. Summon this in defense mode.
Down, you've become the hunted instead.
So we'll search. I probably should have put that on the top. So then if we wanted a rank 4, sorry, one that required 3 materials, I should have put it on the top. But we're learning, detach material, so I'll detach this thing. And then we'll add... We'll add another copy of this. No, actually, we'll play this, because this, we do have a monster. I won't special summon it. Oh, we can special summon. Why can I special summon this? This. I don't know why I can... You can just do that?
Soar on wings of courage. Tell it.
Huh?
Witness the ascent of...
Oh, so it's this one that has the animation. Interesting. So it's Rise Falcon that has the animation. Oh, that's interesting. So how can you summon this? It requires 3 level 4 wing beast monsters. During a duel, you can only use, in addition to the following effect once per turn. Ah, it's his skill. Ah, that's interesting. So that's how you could do it. So that's interesting. So he has a dummy busted skill. That is actually interesting.
Come on out. I summon a monster. I set a card. That ends
Now that is actually interesting. Okay, so now what we can do is I can play this, use Vanishing Lanius' effect, so then we can summon this. And then, because I then also have this, an Exceeds monster, I can special summon this. And then activate this effect so we can make everything level 5. Boom. And then special summon, so we can either go for the 2000 or the 1000. So this is a pretty decent one, because you can detach material, target a card your opponent controls, or one monster, and then inflict damage to half its attack. So this would be the better one. So we'll get rid of this and this, so we can summon this.
Unleash your secret power,
and it only requires 2 level 5s as well. So Stranger Falcon is the better one, in this scenario. If this card has an... Oh, if it has an Exceeds monster as an Exceeds material. Oh, I see. So what I can do is... We'll add this one. Have I normal summoned yet? Yes, I have. But I can use this effect. There we go. And then this can't activate its effect. So the only monster we can really use for battles is these two. I could have used Nest for searching, but we've pretty much got a full board right now.
You found a way to survive.
Now this permanently is a level 5.
Here goes my turn. I summon a monster. None of my classes taught me how to get out of this mess.
I draw.
I end my turn. Battle.
So we may as well just finish him off with this thing.
Last strike.
So I'm kind of just showing what you can do. You know, this is different ideas, different strategies that you can do with this deck. But it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun deck. I do enjoy using it. It's not as solid as the variation that I use, because I like to use the rank up spells. So Shay now appears at the gate. So Henry's appeared once again. So for the next episode, so this is for episode 2, basically you need to get a certain amount of points. I'm going to assume that this will be, yeah, so March 1st, so in 2 days time, and then in March 3rd is the 4th episode. And then I'm going to assume that it's either the card sleeves, or it will be Blade Burner Falcon, that will unlock Shay. It'll be one of those two. Because this is for 37,000 points, so this gives you a Vanishing Lanius, so that's for the next episode. But anyways, that's something that I can work on in the meantime. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. It's a little longer than I was expecting, so maybe it's because of the beginning bit, so I'll cut little bits and pieces where I need to. But, you know, look forward to the next episodes where we'll probably have a look at, you know, seeing the rest of this event. So that's going to be really exciting. And I'm looking forward to just playing as Shay with Raidraptors. They are a great deck. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Party on, peeps. Take care, guys. It was great to see you.